everyone, and welcome back to another RMFC video. In today's video we've got loads to go through. It's actually going to be all transfer news, so everyone loves a transfer. Really exciting stuff to come. Going to be covering Diedhiou, Boro potentially going back in for him in the summer. We have got Jordan Jones being linked with another move to Boro. Charlie Wyke, another Sunderland man, being linked with a move to Boro. And we have got Britt Assombalonga possibly going to Rangers. So stick around and enjoy the rest of the video. So yes, Bristol City striker Famara Diedhiou. Boro were linked with him previously, and there's been recent talk of us potentially going back in for him in the summer. Neil Warnock has previously spoken about, not having that type of target man. And there was controversy and, a potential deal that could have happened in January between involving a swap deal with him and Britt Assombalonga. It didn't happen, but with the striker's contract up in the summer, it's definitely a striker that Neil Warnock could look to bring in, and looks quite likely, to be fair. Then the next one, we have got Jordan Jones, once again being linked with with a move to Boro. I'm laughing because he's been linked with a move to this club for, it must be now the last 3 or 4 transfer windows, which is just ridiculous really. But who knows, he's been in fine form for Sunderland. I think since he's gone there from Rangers, he's scored, I think he's got himself the 1 goal, 3 or 4 assists. So he's in some decent form, and he looks a brilliant, tricky little winger since he's gone to Rangers, and obviously the experience he's brought from there. He's played Europa League football, so it could be a really good signing, to give Neil Warnock that backup essentially, and that player that can create something out of nothing. And that'll be him coming back to his former club, because back in his day, Jordan Jones did play for Boro. He was released by the club. And he went and found his way back again in Scotland, and he's done really well. So that'll be an interesting signing. Next one is another former Boro player, Charlie Wyke. Now he's been in just unbelievable form this season. He's racked up a brilliant tally of goals. And he's a bit of a target man as well, got a decent height on him. And he is available on a free transfer in the summer, so that could be another man that Neil Warnock's looking at. Current strikers that we've got, Fletcher, Assombalonga, them two are both out of contract. Balassi goes back to his parent club in the summer as well, so you've got these 3 massive players really that might not be here for the return of next season, and you're 3 players down, important players as well. So he could be a man that we definitely turn to on a free transfer. He's only up the road, coming back to his former club. It could be a really, really good deal. Then we have got Britt Assombalonga potentially going to Rangers in the summer. Steven Gerrard said he would be a brilliant fit in replacement for Jermaine Defoe. Now, I believe so as well. I think that would be a good fit for Rangers and Britt himself. I just don't think this season especially, it hasn't worked out, and I would happily shake his hand, thank him for the service, the goals that he's gave us over these last 3-4 seasons. I do think he has had a tough time at the club, fitting in different systems, different managers, and there's been a lack of stability and in a system that would benefit him. He is our most expensive player, and I don't think we'd have splashed that amount of money if we didn't think he was worth it. But he has hit double figures every season, bar this one so far, and it's a decent record in the Championship. And I think going to Rangers, don't get me wrong, and this is no offence to any Scottish fans, I don't think the Scottish League is anywhere near what the Championship's like. I think the Championship is a lot better, over in Scotland. It's Rangers or Celtic essentially. But if Britt Assombalonga can go over there, Rangers have just won the league, so he'll be playing Champions League football, which would be crazy. You know, he joined Martin Braithwaite, Carlos De Pena, some of them Boro legends.
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
But yeah, I think that would be a good move for him. But let me know what you think on all of these transfers. You know, whether Jordan Jones should come back, Charlie Wyke should come back, and whether Boro should take the gamble on someone like Diedhiou and bring him in the summer as kind of our main striker, and then kind of build around him. Maybe bring some other players that can play off him and suit his style of play. Do we go down that avenue, or do we, you know, leave Diedhiou and maybe go look elsewhere? If you're watching on the YouTube channel, let me know in the comments, and if you are listening on the podcast, one, thank you for listening, and two, let us know your thoughts on social. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and yeah, let us know, like I say, your thoughts on these transfers. But this is the little roundup for today, guys, this week. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have done so, please like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.